Hey guys, Bozzy here, just me at the moment as Dan's got no internet. But I'm going to take a look at the 13W02 Snapshot. Like last week's Snapshot, it's got some redstone updates and some refinements to some items introduced in the last Snapshot, like the hopper and the comparator. First off is a massive change to the way texture packs work. Previously there was one sprite sheet for blocks and one sprite sheet for items with a few extra for animations. Now with the new system, each block and each item use a single file, which means there's several new things that are possible. Every item and every block can now be animated, from having additional animation frames in their image file. Texture pack sizes do not have to be a single size, as the game now automatically stitches together textures during play. You can now mix 32x32 with 64x64 without a problem. On top of that, any missing textures are replaced with a default vanilla texture. There's also a few updates to mobs. One of the new features is truly nameable mobs. This is done by renaming the mob egg using an anvil, so right now only map creators can rename mobs. Along with this, the skeleton has got a little bit of a range increase, so they can now shoot from 15 blocks away instead of 10. The anvil has also been slightly improved. Along with mob eggs, chests, trap chests, dispensers, furnaces, brewing stands and enchantment tables, which have been renamed, will all feature their name in the user interface when right clicked. In the snapshot there's also improved death messages, which can now identify the cause of death. An example is falling off a ladder will now specify that you've fallen off a ladder, just as when you fall off some vines, etc. These new messages are also improved for combat. If you die from the environment while fighting a player or a mob, a message will appear detailing as such. In addition, there are 5 decorative blocks and 2 redstone items in this update. The 5 decorative blocks are all variants of the new nether quartz in the previous update. The block, stairs and slabs can be player crafted, but the chiseled quartz block and the pillar quartz block are creative mode only. The 2 redstone items are the Activator rail and the TNT Minecart. Now the Activator rail only has a single use at the moment, which is to set off the TNT Minecart. It is crafted from iron ingots, sticks and redstone torch, and function like normal rails when turned off or when a normal minecart rolls past them. To turn them on, you need a source of power. The second item is a TNT Minecart, which looks just as it's called, a block of TNT inside a minecart. There are currently 3 ways to set off the fuse of a minecart. First is the Activator rail. When switched on, the Activator rail will set off a fuse of a TNT minecart just like normal TNT. This gives enough of a delay between the fuse and the explosion for a player to make their escape. A player will also be able to defuse the TNT if a minecart is destroyed quick enough. Now, the second is through collision. If it hits an object such as a player, minecart or other block, it will blow up instantly. And last but not least is from the minecart derailing. Like in collision, the TNT will blow up instantly. As an important feature to the TNT minecart, the explosion it causes is relative to the speed of a minecart at the time of explosion. The faster the minecart, the bigger the boom. The biggest boom of all is when 2 TNT minecarts collide. Let's just say you won't want to be near them when it happens. Lastly, 3 items from previous snapshot, the hopper, the comparator and the trap chests, have received updates. The comparator now has an improved texture, and when fed by containers they will now start giving out a signal as soon as one item is in a container, allowing for empty container detection. This also extrapolates to being able to detect the amount of items there's in, up to a stack of 64 and further. The hopper has received a great amount of updates, the most important of which is that it's now controlled by redstone, meaning you can stop the hopper from sucking up items and transferring them into a container. It also finally has an icon in the inventory, and when a comparator is placed against it directly, it can detect items inside it, outputting a signal relative to the amount of the items inside, just like in containers. Finally, the trap chest can transmit a redstone signal downward through one block, making it easier to set up traps. The rest of the updates include improved lava textures, updated language files, changing of the chests in mine shafts, minecarts with chests, and the removal of the smooth stone slab, replaced by the quartz slab. There's also a few bug updates. And that's it for the 13W02 update, and thank you for watching. I apologise for this being so late. I'm afraid I had quite a lot to do at university when it came to my graphic design, and Dan of course has no internet, but he should be getting it back either today or whenever, I don't know, sometime. He's dead, technically, until he gets his internet back. But thanks for watching. Give us a like if you want, subscribe if you want to, as we'll be doing quite a lot of this as we're getting back into the flow of things after a little hiatus. Thanks for watching, see you guys.